And we all love him. He's the homeboy. Uh, Podcast. Yo. What's up? What's good? Oh, shit. Boom. What's good, boys? We're here. Oh, I might need to mute or unmute. What's up, bro?
Dude, I was also, what's up, bro? I also didn't mute myself. Oh my god.
uh, Sorry, let me just put this down just a tiny bit. I'm just going to go ahead and mention it now. There's a little bugginess with my camera for some reason. Don't know what it is. So I got this little black box right here. I'm just covering it right there. Just we're making it widescreen. You feel me? So
Yeah. Like putting
yep,
on, like talking together.
yep.
Dude.
So that looks pretty good. Yeah. So I don't know. We're just gonna kind of shoot the shit for a second. Kind of give everyone a minute. Get settled. Just go ahead and grab your snacks. Grab some. Make sure you got
Yeah,
your
sure, grab
water.
your snacks.
Yup. You gotta have some prepared, boys. We're just gonna be vibing for a minute. We'll probably be going for about an hour or two.
Yeah.
See what happens. But yeah, Tugu, how you doing today, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming, bro. Glad to have you.
Just kidding.
What'd you do today? You woke up a couple hours ago? Yeah. What time is it for you right now?
It's time 12 a.m.
12 a.m. So noon.
Yeah, so dude.
So
So, bro, like, what time for you right now?
it's 8 p.m. here. So we're 8 hours apart,
8 p.m.
boys.
Yeah.
Washington State, South Korea. You know, but
It's kind of like,
yeah, no, dude, we make it work. We make it work. It's honestly not
we're
that bad.
making work.
And I'm a night owl anyway, so kind of works out.
We're early streaming, boys. We're early streaming.
So yeah.
Actually, me early, yeah.
So Tug, tell me a little bit about your childhood, maybe, or maybe school.
Childhood?
How was school for you? What was schooling like for you?
Like, all right. So, my childhood, I was alone when I was like 5, 6 years old with my grandparents,
Okay, yeah.
like for like 3 years.
Hmm.
And after my, like my mother and my father was actually in South Korea. They was living in South Korea, and I was living with my grandparents in Mongolia. I did born in Mongolia,
Hmm.
and I was living with my grandparents, and like suddenly my actually parents did like divorce.
Hmm.
They actually divorced up there,
Yeah.
and my mother stayed in South Korea, and my father they came to the Mongolia.
Okay, got
And
you.
what my father was actually wanted is like take me back from my parent, like grandparents.
Hmm.
So grandma like grandfather, like so like actually I don't wanted to leave with my father, so I did told my grandpa and grandfather, like I don't want to live with my parent and father, I want to live with you
For
guys
sure.
and be together. And they was like
Yeah.
like they was actually talking about like we will get you after the 1 week, I guarantee you like that. But my father took me for like whole, like they actually father took me like my father actually promised my grandma and grandfather I will get my son like for 1 week and I'll bring you back again.
Hmm.
But he lied to them.
Really.
He took me forever.
Really.
Yeah, he
Oh,
took me forever, and after from that day, I never see my grandma and grandparents. Grandfather
really.
again.
Wow.
I never also like didn't communicate with them, like
Yeah.
internet talk with the phone. I didn't have any phone out there,
Yeah.
and I was like that kind of sad. And
Yeah.
I saw, like stepmother.
Hmm.
Actually, my father he came to the Mongolia. I think. What is the reason my father and my mother did divorce? Was it? I think that was the reason. Is my father he was actually going out with another woman.
Hmm.
So my mother couldn't take it anymore, so she divorced with father.
Got you.
So
Got you.
he came back to the Mongolia with another woman.
Hmm.
So we lived together, and that was kind of like so hard to me because we just it's like hard to like living with the stepmother.
Definitely. For
He
sure.
had two kids, the two kids actually, older than me.
Mhm.
One girl, one boy. That was like actually so like older than me, and that was like kind of like bro like all the time bullying me after.
Mhm.
And the stepmother is actually not going and doing it there. Like also like something has happened out there in Mongolia actually. In Asia, your parents gonna like gonna punch you every time, gonna kick your ass.
For sure.
Like gonna kick your ass. Like if you're not going to like listen to about it, they're gonna like, grab something on it, punch you, bro.
Mhm.
So actually, my father is actually like so hard. Like when he actually like become mad like so fast, and like when you become like mad, he can't control himself.
Yeah.
Which is I know how can I say in English? Kind of like like hard. Like
Anger
the term,
management, like,
angry management. Yeah, he kind of
yeah,
like that.
got
So
you. I've
when he
definitely,
become like angry, so he gonna like punch me so a lot, like punching it, grabbing my hair, like putting on it, and punching me at there.
damn, yeah,
So what is the reason why I was like all the time yelled by my dad? Like God, like kiss my ass with my father. That
yeah,
was the reason about that stepmother. The
yeah,
thing is, she had like two kids. Like two kids all the time come to our home, and they are gonna play the PC all day. I'm just gonna like sit right behind him,
mhm,
gonna watch it like whole day, like
yeah,
12 hours, like gonna watching them play on it. It's like just a real kid, like want to
yeah,
play PC but can't do that. But after it, when he leave our home next morning,
mhm,
that PC was already broken.
really,
He was sitting in that PC for so long. That PC was actually Pentium, you know that, bro. Windows XP,
yeah,
like old, PC like a white,
mhm,
and that PC was actually broken. So I didn't like break it. That that guy actually break on it. So
yeah,
tomorrow I didn't know that. I just woke up. I did
it
ask
just
my
wasn't
father,
working.
Father, can I play PC? Can I send a PC like that? And father said, all right, sure, go on. You can play 1 hour like that.
Yeah,
So when I sit on it, I turn on my computer. It was actually broken.
damn, dude, that's crazy.
So that stepbrother was actually knowing that his like son was actually like break on it. He was like sitting next to my father, and my dad actually bro like yelled at me, "You break my computer like that," and he punched me a lot.
Damn,
And that stepmother was actually knowing like what is happening up there. She didn't tell it, so I did live with my father for like around like 8 years.
yeah,
So we was living in Mongolia. Like when I did go to my dad, we lived in Mongolia 1 year, and after that we did go traveled. We
mhm,
did go to the like China. We did stay there for like 1 year because if in Mongolia we can go China without the visa. We don't need visa
yeah,
actually.
gotcha, gotcha,
So we actually go to the China. We did leave there like 1 year,
mhm,
and after that we did go Prague. The Prague, bro, in EU.
yeah,
What can I say? Prague,
uh,
you like that?
it's Prague, it's just Prague,
Yeah, it's Prague. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just Prague. Yeah, I've been living with there like 4 years.
yeah, okay,
After we leave, like 1 year on like China, we did leave 4 years in Prague, which is like I was studying out there. My like I was with the dad with the living with there,
mhm,
and my dad was like, so angry man. He like punched me, like a lot,
mhm,
and for that reason, I had all this bruise in my face.
damn, yeah,
And my classmates, teacher actually were like see me, and they called like child protectors, people like that,
yeah,
that.
mhm,
They called that, and they called my dad, and they said, if you do it again, we will put you in a prison, and we will take your child.
yeah, for sure,
So that actually happened. So
yeah,
like after we did came back to the Mongolia, and I was living with them again. I was actually wanted to leave really badly.
yeah, for
I was
sure,
like wanted to leave alone, live
mhm,
like alone, like normal.
yep,
And after that, my mother just came from South Korea, and she took me.
yeah,
So I was like so happy about that.
yeah,
But the real reason is actually person actually bro like getting so much bullies, getting so much like like hard life out there. Suddenly when you go into the like in a really like happiness, getting so much happiness.
mhm,
Suddenly you going out the really good happy life out there, you can't take it. what
Yeah.
is actually happening to me out there. I was like, like I was like so frustrated with like living with my dad. And when my mother took me, I never love, never, I actually never know that what is mother, love, what is dad love.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I never got it. So I actually didn't know that. So I was actually so stupid guy when when I started living with my mother.
Yeah.
Actually, I was so stupid. Actually, when my mother's like actually going to like tell me something like that, I was saying, "All right, man, I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna leave my house, home, start like doing acting things, doing some bad things up there." I was like such a really stupid guy.
For sure. Yeah.
So
No, I
when
feel I was too.
I graduated my high school, I started like learning something out there like about the life.
Mhm.
What you actually need to do something out there. So I cried one day. I did fucking come to my home like so drunk
Mhm.
with my friend, and my mother was actually sleeping, so I to go to my mom and like ask her apologize, like say I'm sorry. All these years I was like like such a stupid guy. I'm never gonna do it again like that.
Yeah.
So
I
that
feel
day
that.
actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I also like when once I have also like really bad story, which is with the friends. I think, bro, you know that I have like friends club named Community.
Yep.
I Why did I actually name that? Because it's I had really good friends with my like on childhood,
Mhm.
and like all the time we've been like hanging around, doing some crazy stuff, like staying together all the day. But that guy's actually changed when after time goes on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. People can
They
change a
needed
lot.
help. I did help them a lot, but they took me, they got something, a lot of things from me,
Yep.
and they never, paid back. And they also talk about really bad things around when I'm not there. So
Oh,
yeah,
they
that actually
definitely
happened to
used you.
me. Yeah.
Sadly.
So back, like after that one, I never had like really good friends. I had
Mhm.
just like two friends, but my friend leave on Seattle
Yeah.
on youth.
Mhm.
He wasn't like like he was used to leave on Chicago,
Mhm.
but he came back to the Mongolia and go back to the Seattle to wanted to leave alone.
Mhm.
So my friend was like too far. The time zone is actually really fucked.
Yeah.
I can't talk with him. I can't meet with him. So I needed friends. So also like I wanted to become like when I was in high school, I had two dreams. That one is become a CS:GO professional player.
Yep.
Second was become a streamer.
Mhm.
But I did ask my dad to buy me a PC. I want to be like this, but dad never understand that one. So that was he thinks that this one is like really is not really thing.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you know that the ultimate 16 never gonna like trust that. So
Yeah.
after I told my mother, also my mother also didn't trust it.
Yeah.
So I came back, I did come to like South Korea to start living alone
Mm.
and do some jobs, got my first PC and
Hell yeah.
start like streaming out there.
Yeah.
So like now I'm chasing my dream.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
living
for
my
sure.
dreams at this point. Yeah.
Same, bro. I'm with you. I
So
see.
what's your
Honestly,
topic? Yeah.
I definitely had the dream of trying to be, professional in games as well, and I couldn't say that I still don't have that dream because I honestly would love to just wake up, play, the same game with the same people every day, practice like as a team, coordinate strategy and everything. Like that sounds great. You know what I mean? Like instead of, the other end, which is, I just play with randoms every day and, I have to deal with, God knows what. Sometimes it's great, sometimes you meet fucking amazing people through playing with randoms, but obviously, from playing CS with randoms every day, it isn't always smooth, you know what I mean? Or just, I mean, playing with the team wouldn't be either, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as easy, I guess, to, kind of play games and get used to games because there's just way more kind of inconsistency to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, definitely still have the dream of being able to stream. Just not necessarily full time, but like just I want to be able to have at least probably average of 8 hours a day with like a day off. You know what I mean? That sounds like a pretty nice schedule for me, for streaming at least. But yeah, I don't know. What made you want to get into streaming?
Yeah.
Or what made you want to get into streaming? Like, what made you want to
Like
start?
yeah. I think that was the day when I saw. I actually was like watching the CS:GO like tournament. That was the E League, I think so.
Hmm.
So I was watching the CS:GO, and after that, I was watching the YouTube some videos. But I saw Shroud,
Hmm.
you know, was playing CS:GO like so good
Yeah.
while he was streaming out there.
Yep.
And then back in that day, Shroud was like Cloud9, like player,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he said he wanted to be like put his life into streaming. So
Hmm.
I think that is the reason I think I want to become streamer. First was like want to be a professional player, but I saw Shroud
I got you. You
become a
saw that he,
full time streamer, like
you saw someone that was, able to pretty much play any game and be, one of the best at any game. And he still chooses to be a professional streamer. I can get that. It kind of shows that, maybe professional gaming,
He also like struggled to like being streaming when he was unknown, when he wasn't being a CS:GO streaming like a professional player.
Mhm.
He was like streaming out there, so there's like no one watching his stream for like 1 year. He say that
Yeah,
he actually say that like there's like no one's watching his stream like
for
for like
sure.
1 year
Yeah,
after when becoming professional player before.
yeah. No,
So I did.
definitely, yeah. I mean, being a pro, if you put in your Twitch or if you put in your about, I play for this organization and everyone knows them, that's gonna get you so much clout, or just, your organization's already gonna have, a good following and a good, social media and everything. They can definitely, help you get you started. So that definitely, that's pretty huge for especially someone that was already streaming and couldn't get any grounding or viewership, and then gets into that org. That's huge. But
Yeah, that's real right.
yeah, I
So
don't know.
like
I see that. I could see that. Like, it makes a lot of sense. But
yes,
I think there's definitely just a different kind of breed of people out there though that play professionally. Like Shroud doesn't seem like he has that kind of boiling blood. Like he's trying to shit on everyone. He just seems like he's a god. You know what I mean? He seems like he's a god that's like getting to the point where he's like kind of unamused of his own play. You know what I mean? And he's like just more into the community and Twitch itself. And all that. Which is great. But yeah, I don't know, cause I don't know. He used to get really hyped up when he would make good plays and stuff like that. But he just doesn't seem like he quite is the person that is striving to be the best at something. I mean, it's just different. I think he was trying to be the best, like just kind of FPS shooter. Maybe not trying to be,
yeah,
but he just he plays so many different games. Instead of just, I mean, he did go pro in CS:GO, and he probably was only playing CS:GO when he was playing
yeah.
pro for CS:GO. But still, it just seems, I don't know, how long was he pro? Like a couple years or 3,
He was, I think, like prior, like yes, like around like 4 years, I think
4 years? Yeah, okay.
yeah, 5 years, 4 or 5 years, I think so,
So yeah, I mean,
or three, I don't know.
I wouldn't even be too surprised if he ever went back to it. You know what I mean? Maybe just kind of gets burnt out on one and goes to the other, and then goes back. You know what I mean? Goes back and forth, because that's kind of the beauty of Twitch is you don't have to be sweating whenever you're streaming or something like that. And most people don't. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I mean, for someone like him, it doesn't really matter which he's doing. He's going to build his community more, and he's going to still be a great streamer either way. But
So like, what is the meaning is, guys? If you have a dream, go get it. That's all.
true, true. Yeah, for me, I don't know. As soon as I kind of heard about streaming, I always wanted to get into it. I just never really had the access of getting a new good setup and getting all the stuff for it and everything until like this last couple years. And I would say, I don't know, last year I kind of was just putting it off because I was working a lot and doing some
Yeah.
school and stuff like that. So just not able to kind of get the ball rolling with it, but obviously we're there now. But the other thing that like really made me want to get into it is, I don't know, just playing with my buddies all the time. Like I swear that there's just always you never know when something crazy or something cool is gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I just felt like I needed to have it all recorded somewhere. You know what I mean? Just I need to start just gathering it somewhere. And Twitch is perfect for that, as well as also having other people, interact with my gameplay and interact with my streams and stuff in real time, which is just the
Yeah.
fucking cherry on top for me. And honestly, just meeting, just people from like all over and shit, as just like, it gives it so much more perspective, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if you were to just, stream and like, let's say, people didn't actually kind of like network like this. Everyone just stayed to themselves and just streamed, and then got all their buddies, that they play games with or whatever to watch or whatever. Then it would just be the same thing, you know what I mean? Kind of every night, whatever. But dude, honestly, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen when you just stream and then you try to network and meet new people, meet random people. Like, I don't know, I've met, I've rated a couple people where I was like, they were chill, but maybe not, kind of, yeah, maybe I could have picked someone better. But then there's people that I'll rate, and then I'll just be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this person's like awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't expecting that. And yeah, like there was a guy I rated in that plays Rock League. His name's actually Bearded Buckets.
Bearded buckets.
Yeah, Bearded Buckets. He's got a huge
Bearded buckets.
he's got a huge beard, and he wears bucket hats. So that's kind of his thing. But he I don't know. I just kind of rated him because I liked his style. I liked everything about his stream and everything. And he was playing Rocket League, so I was like, why not? Just it wasn't really anything. I was just kind of trying to get a, I wasn't being necessarily quick with it, but I was just not like looking too much into it. It was kind of a random one. And when I joined, we just started talking. He asked me about how my stream went and everything. And this dude's really chill. He was like super nice and just like asking a lot of questions right off the bat. And I mentioned like all the games I played, and most of the games that I played, he also played or plays. So Rocket League, we both have the same amount of hours in. Not even that, but we have the same exact amount of hours on PC and on console. Like, I have 2,300 hours on PC and I have 600 hours or so on console, and so does he, except just with different consoles. But then also, he has pretty similar time and skill in CS:GO to me, and we also have like the same vape and just like stupid shit like that. Like, there's just all these weird like just coincidences and similarities, you know what I mean? So it was like, it was just so cool. Like, we were both like freaking out the whole time, just like constantly, like we were like, what the fuck, dude? We're like long lost twins or something, and yeah, so I don't know. It's just so crazy. You really never know what the fuck is gonna happen. Like, there's just so much that can happen with just raiding random people and shit. And I don't know. Like, also, dude, the other day I was just playing Project Winter. Shit, this chair's squeaking. I was playing Project Winter, and two guys joined my stream, just like both around the same time, like pretty much like a couple minutes around each other, and they were both from Nashville, Tennessee. Like, I've never had a single viewer tell me that they're from Tennessee. I've never met anyone from Tennessee. Nothing. You know what I mean? And then this guy, and the other part to this coincidence is, a lot of people join people's streams and don't ask them where they are from. You know what I mean? So like, there's a good chance that these two guys both joined my chat, didn't ask where I was from, and never figured it out. But they did, or someone asked, and they both found like one of them said they were from Nashville, and then the other one was like, "What the fuck? I'm also from Nashville." And then they like said like where specifically they are, and like, "Yep, I know that." And then they're like, "If you've ever had a dog, I've probably met you because I work at that vet." And they're like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I do have a dog. So it's just like crazy coincidence. You know what I mean? Like, that shit blew my mind. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like just one of the crazy perks to Twitch, But yeah, I don't know. I think that that's definitely just one of the perks. But kind of back to what I was saying with getting into streaming, it was definitely mainly just I've always wanted to be kind of a sweat in video games. I'd like to record it. You never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I'd like to just kind of have a live thing, because it gets everything. It gets everything.
That's right.
But
like, I think like people actually like people are gone like so interested like asking our friendship. So when we actually met?
Yeah.
When we know each
Yeah,
other.
true. Good point. So I'll kind of start because I feel like it kind of starts on my end. Well, so Tugu, you've been on Twitch for a little over a year now. You created your account and you did your first stream about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So you've just been streaming. I joined a few months ago, and before that, before those few months, I used to, probably for the like 6 months or so before that, I was just watching Twitch. I was watching tons of Twitch. Mizkif, obviously, you guys all know it. I love Mizkif. But my favorite streamer was actually Prodigy. Prodigy was my favorite streamer. Like, I'd say Mizkif is now, but Prodigy's always been like one of my favorite streamers, and I would watch literally any stream I could. That like if I wasn't working and Prodigy was live, I wasn't doing anything else pretty much. I might play games in the background, but I'll still have a stream open on my second monitor or whatever, and pretty much I used to watch every YouTube video, all that. And he dropped a couple of those. He's done a few of those. Donating to smaller streamers and whatnot. But yeah, Tugu right here. He was in one of those. He was in donating to small streamers video. Let me actually grab that clip real quick, or the video, so I'm just put it in the chat. Just
Dude,
if anyone goes back to the VOD. Well, yeah, but if anyone goes back to the VOD, you know what I mean? Yeah. It'll just be there.
I'm like turning red. Oh my god.
Bro, you're in the thumbnail, dude.
Dude, I'm in the thumbnail. If I bro, like...
That's hype. Alright. So there's the video if anyone wants to go check it out or anything. But
I still can't believe, bro, like there's like nearly 40,000 people actually watched that video.
Yeah. And yeah, basically,
I think that day, like when the people like Prodigy came onto my stream, the first thing was like, "Hi, how are you?" Like that, and she's that, like, "Can I get your stream?" like that. So I was like, "Okay." Actually, one person actually joined. That was a Blistone name guy in my stream. He did join to my stream. He said, "All right, if you do Ace, I will give you my butterfly knife." I was like, all right, this guy is kind of like kidding. That's not gonna happen like that. Yeah. But he actually gone. I didn't do that. So I was like, oh, there's like one guy was actually trolling out there. Like suddenly he came with Prodigy, man. So I didn't know like who is the Prodigy,
Yeah.
Like like suddenly that Prodigy name guy actually asked my Steam, and he said, all right, bro, I did send you the message. He actually asked me, what is your favorite, gun? I told him it's AWP. He said, okay, but which skin? Gunyear, Dragon Lord, Medusa, and others, like that. So I was like thinking about it because I really liked Gunyear. So I told him, all right, Gunyear. And he was like, oh. And he said, all right, I sent you a message. When I check it out, that wasn't a message. That was a trade offer. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me? That's not message. That's trade offer.
Yeah.
So you just check it out. So when I was checking out, that was a Gunyear. God damn it, Gunyear.
That's so nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the reason people like
Yeah. I saw that video, and I also just saw Prodigy tweeting out Tug's stream and stuff. And I remember watching that video, actually. I really do. I remember watching the video, and I remember just like because I've watched his and Drew's videos. They both have done those a couple times. And I remember like they were kind of struggling because they had a few streamers that thought they were trying to scam them. They had a few streamers that like didn't really react and just wanted to give it back, or they weren't getting like the best reactions, what I mean, not like ideal, what I mean. They were kind of like, I don't know, at least Prodigy's went a lot better. Like his was kind of like back and forth. Like he would have a pretty good reaction, then a pretty meh, and then a pretty good, and then Drew's was like rough. Drew got a lot of like, why are you trying to scam me, bro? And like he got a lot of like just dumb shit like that. And
even that guy, bro, didn't know that he got the Medusa, and he didn't know that. what is that skin? He was like, all right, thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
rough.
you.
That's really
Yeah.
rough,
I was
dude.
like, wait, what?
Oh,
Even his friends actually didn't know that, bro. I was
yeah.
like, what?
Uh,
Like the skins like value,
I mean, to be honest though, ooh, the Avovo, renamed to Hydrate. I got you, bro. I mean, I guess you are kind of taking the chance. I mean, I guess you can't really feel too bad if someone doesn't know what the skin is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of not their fault. You know what I mean?
But well, and then
But
thank you, pal. Yeah.
they should
God,
still. I mean, come on. If you play CS:GO, you gotta know there's expensive skins. If
Yeah.
someone gives you a skin, you got like, how are you not gonna like be like, oh shit, what the fuck? Let me check out what is this? Like, how do you not just
Yeah.
figure that out? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't see how I could ever just react like that. Like, if someone were to just join my stream, give me a skin or something, I would definitely like be super thankful, even if it was a garbage skin. I'd probably, if they told me it was a garbage skin or something, I probably would tell them to just keep it. But I would just, I would definitely be, pretty crazily, grateful
Whatever.
just that
Like,
they.
and then think about that people actually who was in video getting skins.
Yeah.
After like when the video uploaded, I think they watched it. I think they will say, "Oh shit, I fucked up."
True, honestly. No, because seriously, dude, I'm not kidding you 100%. And out of Prodigy's Andrew's video, you were by far like the best reaction for sure. Like, just covered pretty much every little tick box that they were looking for. You know what I mean? Like, you were super nice about it. It was funny. Like it was perfect. You know what I mean? So, I ended up going to Tugu stream once I saw Prodigy start to tweet him out because I was like, dude, I'm trying to talk to this guy. Like, he's super chill. And yeah, I pretty much, I don't know. I popped in your chat a few times, like probably a month or so before I started streaming, just a couple times randomly. But then I kind of wasn't really watching Twitch because that like next few weeks I was trying to get all my shit, sorted out. Everything started, I got, all my shitty little graphics and everything, and once I started streaming again, I saw you were live one day. I was like, bro, I gotta rate him. And then here we are, dude. We've just been chilling since.
All right, guys. So like, you guys been like wondering like what's happened to our relationship, like about friendship. All right, the thing is actually happened out there. This guy is, like, what can I say? He's really kind and also like good friend. What can I say? Like he's really like good person. Like what has actually happened out there? I never like thought like I'm an Asian person. Like people is not gonna like gonna talk and hang around me like that. I also never thought like there's like really good people actually living like like out there, also like streaming out there on
Yeah.
Twitch.tv.
Yeah.
Like suddenly, like actually Tyler did came to my stream, and also he said, all right, like he actually was followed me out there, and I was like, shut up. And the thing is, he actually, bro, like like followed me and like did like donated me out there, like like in sub with that in the basement. I was like, bro, that's the thing. I was actually, bro, like he said a streamer also, so I did all right. Streamer need to like, bro, support each other out there. Need to like make friends with them. So I did just like without no hesitating out there. I did join to like Tyler channel and did follow him. He's like, thank you so much, dude. I was like so shocked, man. Like I never thought like people will be like so grateful, like happy about that. Just one follow.
Oh man,
Bro,
honestly, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how
I was
much just like one
thank you so
follow
much.
means,
And he started doing subscribe and like doing bits. I was like, dude, bro, you kidding me? That's just one follow like that. And he's like, bro, it doesn't care about the one follow. I was like,
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it definitely. I don't know. Anytime I see credit where credit's due, I like to. I like to, pass it forward. You know what I mean? I just think I thought you deserved, a little something, something. You know what I mean? I don't know. If you honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, whenever I go to, let's say if I'm rating someone, and they're just like over the top, so cool, super cool, whatever. I'm probably gonna like either gift them a sub or two, or send them the bits or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yeah.
It adds so much to it. I don't know, and you know, it, I 100% agree. It's kind of like now like it's not necessary or like we shouldn't really be donate each other crazy money or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But
So, like we're still like actually out there like talking with each other, like in joining all stream, like in all the time, like in a chat, like talking while I got to time of night. So we're becoming really good friends. But like
yeah,
I'm really happy about that. It's also his friends. Also he is like never something like just one Asian guy who just like because like why I feel like an Asian guy is like because of the all Asians, the coronavirus just spread out. I saw like tons of people like
oh,
actually like 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 Asian guys like thinking, hey, coronavirus like that,
yeah.
I
I
was like, oh
mean,
my god, bro, you don't need to be like that. But like suddenly, I was
no,
like, Asians are like not really good with like other people. So like, I actually was like worried about that. But like some friends actually like see me really good friend as a person. It's really good. So I was like, wow,
I mean, I don't. I'm. I definitely. It doesn't really matter to me, who
really moving
or
forward.
necessarily what. I mean, it does, but I'm just saying, that I know that has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? And to me, I just look at everyone as another person. I don't. I don't know. I maybe I see and hear everything through a different little crystal ball than everyone else, but to me that stuff doesn't. It's just kind of irrelevant to me. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. You're just a
You
homie.
make me cry, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just think people overthink and get way too caught up with just stuff that doesn't matter at all. You know what I mean? Like color of your skin or where you came from
Yeah.
or what language you speak or anything like that. It's like as long as you both get each other, you both like are on the same level. I don't, it doesn't matter to me, where you came from or your background or anything. As long as you're not a fucking serial killer or something. But uh,
All right,
but
bro. Like, wait a minute. Can I like like reply in a chat, please?
oh yeah, yeah, totally.
But I'm saying, Big Brother, what's up? Thank you so much, sir, for like joining to stream like in our podcast. But like, never, dude, that's insane. Thanks for the subscribe, bro. But
Oh,
I
yo,
told
so
you, Big Brother, don't do that. Thank you so much.
wait, is his name Big Brother? Like in chat?
No, it's a Penum insane. He's actually like 34 years old. I think so. 32 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Shut up, man. It's all
Wait,
good.
like your actual brother?
No, it's not actual
Oh,
brother.
okay, okay.
It's not. It's not. Actually, we met by playing CS:GO together,
Oh,
and he
okay.
was really good. A really good
Hell
mentor.
yeah,
He
hell
actually
yeah.
lived in Vietnam. I think he's also like from country was like US. I think so.
Okay, got you, got you.
So I'm not remember really good.
Oh,
Yeah, from Romania. I think. Sorry, brother.
that does
From
lead
Romania.
me to another good question. If you're ready to move on a little bit,
Let's go, bro.
do
I'm
you
so good.
uh, do you have
What we're actually talking about together.
do you have any siblings by chance?
No, I don't
No,
have
yeah,
any. I'm just alone.
that's fair. I thought so based on what you said earlier, but yeah, I don't know. I just have a sister, but she's 6 years older. So I mean,
That's really good.
we were good. Like we were chill together.
Alright, bro. Let me ask you one question. I kind of actually wanted to ask like any like siblings, bro. Like you have a sister about 6 years older than you. When you was like growing together, grow up together, did you guys actually bro like fight with each other like a lot?
when when up until probably I want to say she got to high school. When she
Yeah,
was like 15 or 16, and she started driving and stuff like that,
yeah,
up until then, we fought a lot. Not, well, okay, not, well, we fought a lot. We fought a good amount,
yeah.
like just like really stupid shit, you know what I mean? Just like yelling at each other and
I think so.
being
Like
petty as fuck about, just having something or, wanting to use something of each other. I don't know, dude. Really stupid shit that I couldn't even remember right now. I probably couldn't remember like a single individual fight that well. You know what I mean? They were just all so stupid. But once I think she was like 14, 15 or 16, somewhere around there. I don't know. It just kind of all completely flipped and we were just like really chill around each other. I don't know, we weren't like insanely close, but honestly, not like me, not really any of my family was super close. It wasn't really, I
yeah,
don't know, we're not like the most like, kind of like, open family. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like we tell each other everything, but we're just not like I don't know. We're all
Yeah.
it's just kind of our way of living. Like we're all kind of to ourselves, you know, more than you know. I feel like most people, you know, a lot of people. I don't know. I don't know about you, but at my work especially, you know, just seeing tons of different people. We'll get. I don't know. I mean, our work is kind of uh, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess kind of designed to listen. You know what I mean? Have that open
Yeah.
ear. So it makes sense that some people come to us with their problems. You know what I mean? But some people are just a little too open with stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'll just be working and having a you know a good day or whatever, and you know someone will just kind of drop a bomb on me or something. You know what I mean? Like something that I'm just not prepared for. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, telling me some really, really crazy shit or some really, really sad or you know, just like you know, fucked up shit or something. It's like I don't know why you think I need to hear this or why you think I can help, but I don't know. For me, like it's just like if I'm going out in the public or something, I like it's pretty much like nothing but small talk unless I you know run into someone that's you know, clicking or something. You know, someone that I like, you know, have really good, you know, small talk with, and then leads to, you know, further conversation. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
I just don't. There's some people that like first or second sentence can just drop that bomb. You know what I mean? Just get right down to it. I'm just like, dude, I don't know how you think that's okay, but I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, I always try to help. You know, as best as I can. It's just I'm not, you know, that great with stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
I actually wanted to get a younger sister, which is like like beneath like 2 or 3 years old and younger than me.
Hmm.
Like I really wanted to get like that kind of younger sister because like I don't have like siblings,
Yeah.
So
When I was
uh,
younger, I definitely always wanted a brother, honestly, just because I felt like
yeah, if you had a brother, bro, like you're gonna like really be really good.
I'm not
Like
saying I'm not saying I
your father
didn't want my
figure.
sister, you know what I mean, but I also
Yeah,
wanted a brother. But I feel like mainly because like my dad like always had a bad hip and he can't like
yeah,
run, you know what I mean, or do anything like
yeah,
that. So I always felt like a brother would be good just so I could have someone to fuck around with and you know just like you know play sports and shit with. But I'm not gonna lie, I knew a lot of like actually you know what most of my like good friends all had older brothers, like almost all
yeah.
of them, and yeah I don't know I don't know. I saw how that went for a lot of them, and you know, not always the best. But you know, I don't know. I definitely think having a brother would have been fun though, but probably also you know, I don't know. I'm very
All right, bro.
competitive too, so
What is your then like just like when you're thinking about like your nearest goal? I think all right, if I do this, if I like I can achieve this goal, like so like in the past few years, something like that. What
a
do you think?
goal in the next few
Yeah,
years.
yeah, next few years.
Um, I mean, 100% a goal of mine in the next few years is to finish the brewing program I'm in because it's a 2 year program. So
Yeah,
that's you
to
know
your program.
that's an obvious goal. A little bit less obvious goal. I definitely want to be like I don't know. I'm pretty like decent right now financially, but I'd like to be a lot more comfortable in 3 years. In 3 years, you know, 26 years old or so, 25, 26. I'd like to have a good cushion. You know what I mean? That solid little
Yeah.
cushion. You know. So I'm working that up. You know what I mean? And 3 years, I feel like is a pretty good time frame for it. Um, Other than that, I'd love to have in 3 years just a very like, you know, it doesn't really matter how many, but I'd love to have a very like tight knit community that's consistent and just you know loves the games that I love, you know, or
Yeah.
loves just you know fucking around with new games like or you know just doing weird like random shit like I do, you know, just kind of a good you know little group that you know likes to hang out all the time.
For me,
Um,
just like for me, just want to like travel in the country. Where like
oh, dude,
actually I
for
got
sure.
like some friends on the street right now. You know that you like Ashbra, Mint,
Yep,
Sistine. We got like friends from like like the
dude.
same country, like in other countries. I want like if I will become like kind of like a little bit bigger, like I get some like plenty of money so can like travel in other countries.
Honestly,
I want to
yeah,
go like in the first Asian, then you, then United States.
dude. I
Like going out
really,
there, Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, sorry, go on.
I've always really wanted to travel around Europe, or not. I guess not always. When I was younger, I mean, I did want to go when I was younger, but when I was younger, I wouldn't have it as appreciated as much. You know what I mean? Also, you know, it's not as fun traveling when you can't get drunk everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, nowadays, dude, I would love going to Europe, man. There's so many things in Europe that I would appreciate. Hell yeah, the
Yeah.
podcast. What's up, Isaac? Let's go. But yeah, dude.
So
I definitely agree with that. I would also add that to my list of goals. You know, obviously, if you know this whole thing doesn't get much worse.
yeah, I would just like
What's up,
go
Ice bro?
countries, like meet you guys in real life, or like also like meet you, bro. Like having like, just like like few
100%.
beers on it,
100%.
talking together. Like maybe vlogging stream. Vlogging stream will be
Yeah,
good. Like
yeah.
live stream, like
Dude,
like
IRL stream,
we
bro.
finally met.
Dude, it'd be
Ah,
so great.
drinking a beer together.
Yeah, dude, we
Yo,
should, dude. If you come to US, we gotta go to like I don't know. I mean, I don't know what like. Do you like cities, or do you like nature, or do you like what are you
I'm down
looking
to like every bro. Like
down
I'm
like
down
everywhere,
for
bro?
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we could make a pretty good trip, just depending on how far we can go or how much we can travel.
Yeah.
Because I don't. I mean, if I'm being honest, dude, like our states, got a pretty good range on all that. Like, I mean, our state is definitely like nature heavy. If you like nature, like it's
Yeah.
100% really nice. But Seattle's great. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't want to live there, but it's great. Just go visit, have a good day. Have some good food.
I think like if I will go like towards going meet you, I think like, I will not prefer like go to like big cities out there. Like if you go with big cities, you're gonna bro like get tired. You're gonna like waste a lot of time. I think like
A lot of
going
money.
to your bro
A
like
lot of money.
yeah, like going to
Well,
you and meet you, bro. That'll be perfect. Will be like
honestly, bro, no,
meeting
I mean,
John, Kai, William, Christian, like everyone, bro. Like
yeah, yeah. Honestly, no. I mean, I have no problem with that. I'm not a big fan of cities. I mean, I like going there every now and then, but especially like right
yeah,
now, I'm not a huge fan of crowds. I'm not like a germaphobe or anything by any means,
yeah,
but I'm definitely not someone that likes to be, around
bro. Like
tons of different people and getting coughed and sneezed on and shit like that. And
bro,
you're in
like let's just
crowds
like
and
take
shit
a
like
bug,
that.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of I don't know. Seattle's. I mean, they're just big cities in general, man. They're crazy. They can be crazy sometimes, especially like public transportation and shit like that, man. Like, I don't know. I've gone to Seattle a lot. I used to go to concerts a lot. Before all this, not like, not for this last like
Concert,
couple of years. Yeah. I used to be like really into hip hop, like like rap. You know what I mean? I've
Post
seen.
Malone.
Yeah, I had a chance to see Post Malone for $15.
$15.
$15. I couldn't do it though. I
Getting
had
signed
I
on the
had
merch.
like what?
Getting signed on the merch.
No, like just like no. I'm sorry. Like the concert tickets were $15. Like yeah. But I couldn't go though because I had like hella tests the next day and like just so much shit to do. Like I couldn't do anything else. I was fucked for that night. And it was literally like someone like the day before, dude, was like, "Hey, yo, $15 Post Malone tomorrow. Or you're going, right?" I was like, "What the fuck do you mean, bro? I can't. Like, why didn't you tell me sooner so I could have gotten this shit all done?" But that's kind of
Yeah.
what you get for procrastinating, right? But anyways, yeah,
I had like also like like wanted to watch like the park concert, but that dream is actually like gone.
yeah.
Because actually Chester Bennington did suicide on it, so that's why.
I've gone to probably like I don't know 10 or so concerts maybe. I feel like you might know a few of their names, Tug. Like
Like
maybe
what?
like I don't know like Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy Q, yeah.
Schoolboy Q. Yep. Do you know by chance to know like Joey Badass?
Joy Badass.
You know Joey Badass?
I think it was a devastated.
Bro, yes, dude. Hell yeah. I actually so really funny story about that.
Never make it.
When I saw Schoolboy Q, it was Schoolboy Q's concert, and then Joey Badass was opening for Schoolboy Q, and I
Yeah.
was a huge fan of Joey Badass, and I was a pretty big fan of Schoolboy Q. I actually did listen to like quite a bit of Schoolboy Q a few years ago. I used to like his albums a lot, honestly, and I was so excited for that concert, but we had some issues when we were getting there because we were walking through Seattle. We were taking the bus. We were taking all the different transportation, all that shit, and we were just a little bit too slow. You know what I mean? Getting there, and we got okay. So the doors opened at like 7 o'clock, and the concert started at like 8. And I want to say we got there at like 8:15, 8:30 or something like that. But they definitely started the concert early or something because we got there like 8:30, maybe 8:45, something like that. And when we got there, we walked in and Schoolboy Q literally walked out right as we walked in. But we at this time also, mind you, we didn't actually know that Joey Badass was like opening. Like it just said like Joey Badass and Schoolboy Q at whatever
Yeah.
venue is at, and so we weren't completely sure. We just I don't know. We could have figured. Schoolboy Q was pretty big back then. Joey Badass wasn't quite that big back then. He was decently big, but
Yeah.
so yeah, we got there right as Schoolboy Q comes out, and we were like super pumped up because we thought we got there right on time because usually concerts do start a bit later than they say they will or
Yeah,
whatever.
like, yeah.
Yeah, and they usually have
starting
like
early is kind of like
right. No, they never start early. They usually do DJ for the first like 30
Yeah.
minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they usually just have the DJ just play random shit for a half hour and then they'll do the
Yeah.
opener and all that. So it was a little weird, but it was a pretty quick concert. It was like 2 hours or something like that. Like probably the
Like when was the last time did you go to the concert? Your last concert?
last concert I went to actually was Kendrick Lamar, and yeah, Kendrick Lamar. What's her name? Fuck. Damn, dude. I can't remember her name. She's in not Top Dog Entertainment. Fuck, I'm forgetting their group's name now, dude. It's
I
been
think
so
for me, it was
long.
like 3 years ago. I think so in Mongolia.
Oh,
Yes,
one-
last year I had the chance to watch the ASAP Rocky on
Yeah.
South Korea.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
actually come to like South Korea. Also, you know, who's there? Lil Pump. Yeah, Lil Pump. He
yeah,
came,
for
South
sure.
Korea singer. He did actually came to this Korea also, but I didn't
Yeah.
watch it. I had
Oh.
like job to do. Was busy.
Yeah. So yeah, actually at that TDE concert, it was also SZA. That's the girl's name. SZA. SZA. I don't know if you've heard of her. And then
No.
J Rock and Absol and who else was there? Isaiah Rashad wasn't there, sadly. Do you by chance know Isaiah Rashad?
No, if I see it, I think that will know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there a Sean?
Isaiah Rashad, Rashad. He's a bit smaller. I wouldn't really expect you to know him, but he's also in that group with those guys. But he wasn't there at the concert. Sadly, I would have loved to see him though, because I listened to his stuff a long time ago, probably like 6 years ago now. Before I even listened to like Schoolboy Q, that's when I started listening to Kendrick. So about then, but who's your favorite artist? Who's your favorite? Maybe like couple.
From United States?
Just in general. I mean,
I think from United States, I think like that will be from rap, bro. Which genres?
any, honestly.
I actually really like Linkin Park.
Oh hell yeah.
Like I was, when I was a child, from my childhood, Linkin Park was my the favorite band ever.
Hell yeah.
For,
My best buddy's favorite band was Linkin
and
Park.
also Gorillaz.
Oh, yup, hell yeah, the Gorillas. Yup, hella good.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I like that one. And I think from now on, I think that will be Drake. With Drake, Bryson Tyler.
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, Bryson Tiller. Yeah, Tiller, not Tyler.
I used to
Sorry.
listen to him a lot, as well as
Yeah,
like Tory
Bryson
Lanez.
Tiller.
Yep.
I actually like a Jeezy, but Jeezy become like so stupid, dude.
You're 100% right about that one, my friend. I used to love Jeezy. I
Yeah,
actually I've been listening to Jeezy since like, let's see, 2011, 2012.
yeah.
So about 8, 9 years now or something like that. I mean, I don't anymore. I don't. So I guess I haven't been listening for that long.
Bro,
But
he was actually Jeezy was in a group was really good. He was going up, but suddenly changed his fucking song, like, genre like
he
this
changed
way.
his songs. He changed his image. He changed everything, dude.
Dude, he fucking also started fucking singing like with the vocals.
Yeah,
Dude, I was
yeah.
like,
He
what?
just got so edgy and so like
Yeah,
it's not good. Like this guy literally originated from like he was just some kid that was living with his mom in the Bay Area, California, and he just went to work, went to school, came home, and just freestyled with his
yeah.
buddies in his room all night long, just smoking weed, just chill, doing stupid shit, and they just would freestyle, but they wouldn't actually, like it was just kind of just free flow, you know what I mean? They were just kind of going with it, and
I feel like Jeezy like carries fucked up because of the house. I think so.
yeah, but I don't know. Back then, his stuff just had such a more laid back and nice,
Yeah.
chill vibe to it, and it was just good music for any time, anywhere. Like it was great. But yeah, I'd say after these things happen is when I stopped listening to him. I really liked "Must Be Nice," which was back in like 2011, maybe. And then after that, he did "These Things Happen," and then after that, I stopped listening.
I like also like Japanese some music. Yeah, like people actually think like I really like like hearing a Korean K-pop, but I like more than K-pop.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
J-pop is really good.
Yeah,
Japanese.
hell yeah.
Because like I think the reason is I like watching the anime. I think that is the reason. I
For
think
sure. Yeah, totally. So like I could get that because I feel like a lot of like the uh a lot of music that I like now, like I recognize from shows and movies I saw as a kid and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that could definitely contribute to you liking a certain song or certain music a lot more, you know what I mean? But
Bro,
that's
like
cool.
what do you hear? Alright, do you hear like see some Korean songs?
I definitely excuse me.
Blackpink,
I definitely couldn't name any.
BTS.
Yeah, I know BTS. I do know BTS. I don't know like any of their music or anything. I just I don't know. I mean I'm sure I've heard some of it, and I'm sure I've heard other artists and music from Korea, but I probably just wouldn't be able to put a name or anything to it.
Yeah. Like here, like K-pop is really fucking famous.
Oh, for
Really,
sure.
every
Dude.
town
Oh,
you
it's
go to,
been
it's like
it's been even
town.
it's been spreading. Oh, it's been spreading definitely pretty global. I hear. I mean, I don't like even like really, I don't listen to it. Not, because I don't like it or anything, but it's just not, what I go to. But
Yeah,
I don't, if you were to go onto my computer, you wouldn't see anything, BTS because of what I was looking up. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
it's crazy to me that I still see it a lot, just like from just tons of different places. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I feel like we don't really hear other music popping up that much. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's sad. I would love to hear like it's just like there's so much artists and so much music in the U.S. that we just get drowned in it, dude. We get drowned in all this shitty dog shit music that's fucking 15-year-olds just mumbling into their mic over some trash beat. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We have so much of that. And so we just like we see the people that rise over those people, and we see the people that sit on the top of Spotify and SoundCloud and YouTube, and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's pretty rare that you'll see anything that's not English or, for the most part American. We get some English not American, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
that's right. That's right.
but still, it's very rare. I would say like like Despacito would probably be like the last,
Yeah.
because that's Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
Also,
really
like,
sorry. Okay,
yeah.
sorry. No, say it or go
I
on.
also like wanted to become like singer, but I didn't become
Oh
like because
hell yeah!
yeah.
I've always wanted to do like choir or like a court, just like I don't know, like a not like a barbershop quartet, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like something kind of like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry though to cut you off real quick. We're about an hour in, but I really need to pee. So if you don't mind, I'll be right back.
All right, bet. I'm waiting, bro.
Alright.
Why are you gone, bro? I think I'm going to talk about this chat.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Let's go. All right, so guys, I think like it's like first day, like we've been like talking and like like stream, man. It sounds like really good, you know. I guess I don't need to mute it really. To mute it, so. What's up, Wish bro? Demon saying, long time no see, big brother. Welcome back. Washington, welcome back, bro. Born to eat the rice, welcome, bro. Dude, like it's been like, dude, like this podcast is like, it's like, like to us, it's actually the like first time we kind of bro, like, I'm kind of bro, like nervous about that really. Before like we're starting this podcast, also like like Tyler was actually really nervous about it. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, bro. I saw it in like in a chat. I think that was yesterday. I think so. Like when Prodigy was like, bro, like like before, like I'm going to sleep out there. Prodigy was like, bro, like actually start streaming, and he actually opened the case out there. Yeah, I waited for like 3 at night to ask like Pro that demo. Yeah, dude, that was a late, really. Dude, why the speed is being that? What? Why is there like blank screen here? Like we're on the stream. Alright, let me check it out. Is that net? Nah. The wait, what? It's still like like I didn't hear about it, like the last one. I hear about it first, but like still hear about. I still see a random streamer. All right, Prodigy, I got you, bro. I got you. You know. Like I'm still, bro. Like in the like he's really insane, man. As a big human being, bro. You know, a prodigy, man. You know, he's a 20 years old. Tyler not like way much bigger than him, but like he succeeded a lot. I don't know. The camera's not working. The camera's not working.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Camera's not working?
I think the reason is like we're like actually doing a podcast. I think that's the reason. I just tried to show me, bro, like some, like clip. All right, let me send you. Yesterday, like Prodigy did stream, bro,
Yeah.
and H bro did ask him, like this one. See this one, bro.
Thank you, my friend. As a gift for Togu. Yeah, Togu's nice. I see still grinding stream every day. There.
Hell yeah,
Thank
dude.
you, my friend.
That's
As a
awesome.
gift for Togu. Yeah, Togu's nice. I see still grinding stream every day.
I really
Hell yeah,
appreciate that,
dude.
H bro. Thank you so much for like being a really good friend. You
Yeah,
know.
that's sick, man. That's so cool. Hell yeah. What were you talking about while I was gone? What I miss?
You didn't miss anything, bro. I was like just like talking about that Prodigy, like clip on it.
Okay. So maybe we should transition now towards games a little bit. You know, maybe
All right, let's already.
let me ask you, what was like, what were some of the games that you used to play when you were younger? Or, like, what were some of your favorite
Yeah.
games, maybe?
My favorite game is still Counter Strike Global Offensive
Yeah.
CS:GO. I was like when I was like child, I used to want to like used to play like 1.6.
Yeah.
But never played Source.
Yeah, for sure.
Never played. But yeah,
So
it was like also like a dotted one. If you remember, is that's
yeah,
Warcraft.
you what?
Warcraft.
Oh, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. I
Yeah.
used to play on it.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like CS 1.6, World of Warcraft
Mhm.
was like so famous in Mongolia. Every kids used to play that game on internet.
Yeah.
You just walk in the internet PC, all people playing out there.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And after that, World of Warcraft was playing out there. And after like some, you know, the Rite of Witch King, the WoW actually just came out,
Mhm.
and the people was playing the WoW, like WoW. A lot of people was playing out there, and I was used to like play Dota 2, but I fucking leave the game because like I'm bad with that.
That's fair. Yeah, I actually never
But
played
Dota 2,
Dota,
bro.
but for
Ever
me,
played Dota 2? Oh, really?
I've tried League of Legends, but I didn't really like
Yeah,
it,
I
honestly.
tried to, bro. Like people like when I was like playing Dota 2, people like telling me like, Tugu, you should play like League of Legends. Like
Mhm.
I did try that, but
Yeah, it's
no,
not for me. It's
yeah, not for me.
it's too long, honestly, of a game for what it is. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
for like a top down kind of like game. I don't know.
yeah,
For me, I just I don't know. I don't know. It's just not my game. I'm not gonna talk anything bad on it, but it's just not my game. But
yeah,
for me, I don't know. My game, like back when I was a kid, man, I played a lot of stuff, but like it kind of all started out with Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1. Those are my first like two consoles that I got to use, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And
Mine was like Game Boy
oh yeah.
and
Which Game
Sega.
Boy? Which Game Boy?
Like my Game Boy was like kind of like pink, like opening like this. I think like
Oh,
what
was it it wasn't a DS, was it?
I don't know. I still don't remember the
That's
name,
fair.
but
What like do you remember what year you got it by chance or like how long ago?
I think that was around like 10 or like 11 years old.
Okay. I think that could have been the DS when it like kind of
Yeah, I
first
think
came
so.
out. I think that was kind of when
I
the
had
DS
two
first
Game
came out.
Boys. One is a pink with like this kind of like and like opens like this. The second one's like
Maybe
pink with the
maybe it could
controller.
have been the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I think so. Game Boy Color.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, Game Boy Color was sick. I had a Game Boy Advance, and I played
I
like
know.
Mario. I played classic Mario on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I
And Mortal
played.
Kombat was like so fucking insane.
It was
And
hard. um,
and I know I've been like been talking to say, bro, like dude, I'm fucking saying something stupid, dude. Not in the Game Boy. I used to play Mario in the Game Boy,
uh-huh.
and used to play Mortal Kombat in Sega.
Oh yeah,
What can I say? Sega? Sega?
Sega. Yeah.
Yeah, Sega. Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I actually didn't have a Sega. It started with me like PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64. Sega was a little bit before my time, so I never had one. But
Yeah.
I played like Spyro a lot as a kid. I loved Spyro. Me and my sister both loved
Yeah.
Spyro.
Yeah.
And then I played obviously a ton of Zelda. My sister also loved Zelda, so that was like one of our favorites. But I actually I got really into Wind Waker, which is the Zelda that came out on GameCube. You know GameCube?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yep.
thinking too.
So that's the one that was on GameCube, and that's the one I got really into. But I'd say my sister didn't really get into that one, and she got more into Twilight Princess, which is the one that came out on Wii. And it was kind of the opposite for me and her. Like I was into that one, but I was still really into Wind Waker at the time, and she got really into Twilight Princess. So we'd pretty much have to switch and play one or the other. But I'd say from there, I played a lot of Smash as a kid on Nintendo 64. I loved Smash as a kid, Super Smash Bros. And then I also really loved fucking James Bond 007 GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. That shit
Yeah.
was so fun. But yeah, then maybe fast forward a little bit. I had the Game Boy Advance. I had the DS. So kind of similar to you. On DS, I played like fucking Zelda Phantom Hourglass. I played Kirby, whatever it was. I don't even remember. I played like it was a Luigi game, but I think it was like Luigi's Casino or some shit like that. It's probably why I'm addicted to gambling. But I also actually that was pretty much it for DS. I didn't do like, too much with DS. I feel like.
Yeah.
But then I always had a PC. I like when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. Like I would play like just like web browser games on my mom's computer, and I would just play like cheesy kid game sites, whatever. Mini clip, shit like that. And then after like a couple years, I think my sister was also using a computer, so my parents finally got my sister technically a computer, but for us both to use. And it was a piece of shit. It was absolutely terrible. Like before we got that computer,
Bro.
I got into a game called Maple Story, which I told you about once. I know you don't know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Which surprised me because like Korea was like one of the biggest, like at least we would always just hear about Korean servers, like and like almost all like the top people in the game were from Korea and stuff like that. So
Back in the day, I was in Mongolia, bro. So that was.
true, duh. That makes sense. Yeah, I got back into that, or I got into that originally probably when I was 8, so second grade or something like that. And that was when I went over. So you remember that guy that we just went to that stream, right before this, Jay Hobo. I was at their house and they were playing that game, and they were like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "Well, no, you guys can play on your computers. It's fine. I'll just watch. Like, I don't mind." And then Jay, their dad, just threw together a computer, just randomly. He just had all the parts just laying around. He always had like just tons of parts, tons of different PC parts and stuff. Just just ready, just laying around, just whatever. He has like a server room in his house and shit like that, dude. Like it's crazy. He just threw together a computer on the ground for me, and I just sat on the ground and I was just playing with them for the whole day. Like we just played all day, and back then, dude, it's so funny because the game was so hard. Like it was hard, but like it was a grind. Like we played all day and we got to like maybe level 15. And like nowadays, if you play all day, you'll get to like level 100. So it's like literally like 10 times as long of a grind now, or short. But anyways, that's how I got like really into that game, Maple Story. That game was like, honestly, it probably is still the game I have my most time spent in to this day. I would not be surprised if I'm at 8 to 10,000 hours for that game. The main reason being too because it's a game where you can just like chill. You know what I mean? You just you just talk to random people and just chill in the same spot and not do anything. So if we're counting all the time I actually spent in the game, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not I'm not a high level or anything. I'm decently, but I mainly like just talked with a bunch of random people, and I also merched a lot. Like I that's when I really got into like kind of like buying and reselling stuff, and learning about supply and demand and stuff like that. And it was like super interesting to me as a kid because I just like I didn't understand how it worked at all. I just saw all these people selling shit to other people, and I was like, how does anyone know how much this shit costs? You know what I mean? And it was like, how do they know they're selling for good prices? And then I just kind of realized that you don't really ever know. It's just about the market. It's about what people want, what people don't have. You know what I mean? So it was like, I mean, super super basic terms of supply and demand. You know what I mean? But as a kid, I still loved that shit, and I got really into it. And that's what I mainly did. I just like would buy shit and resell it, and I just like built my fucking inventory up, you know what I mean? So that was like my own Maple Story kind of background, because that was a huge part of my life. I played it every day. I would like, even if I like was playing other games, like let's say like when Minecraft came out, or like when I started playing CS Source or stuff like that, I would almost always just have my Maple Story open. It's like I just tab to it and just fucking do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anytime I was doing homework, I was 100% still in the game. 100%. Like, I would just have it on my desk, and I'd just be, like, talking to people in game and doing it at the same time, you know what I mean? So, I was just literally always in the game. And, yeah, that was a huge part of my life. But, I don't know. I'd say let's go down the line a little bit. Another huge part would be Halo. I don't know. You know Halo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so, I don't know. I got into Halo with... Halo 1, I'm pretty sure.
Halo.
Yeah. No, maybe it was when Halo 2 came out. Let me see when Halo 1 came out.
Halo.
2001, yeah, so it must have been Halo 2 I'm thinking about.
2001.
Yeah. Oh, 1, yeah, thank you, Aish, bro. I remember I was in a... Do you by chance know what Cub Scouts is or Boy Scouts? You ever heard of it?
No.
No?
Boy Scout.
Okay. Yeah, so it's probably a pretty American thing, I'm assuming. But it's basically... So we have Boy Scouts, we have Girl Scouts in our country.
Okay.
What it is kind of just... It's not, like, mandatory by any means, but a lot of people do it. Like, a lot of people do it. It's kind of, like... It's kind of surprising how many people do it. But... I did Cub Scouts. Basically Cub Scouts is like when you're a kid, like you're young, 6 to 10 years old, probably somewhere around there, and you just do like weird, like kind of like just normal, like or like I guess like kind of weird life stuff, like kind of like almost like not survivalist kind of stuff, but like stuff that might come in handy, like tying knots, and just weird crafts and shit like that, you know what I mean? And I did Cub Scouts as a kid. I didn't like it at all. I just hated going to the meetings because I had ADHD, so obviously I was born in 2001 and played Halo at 2017. That's fair. At least you got into it because it's such a good series.
Yeah.
But sorry. Anyways, yeah. Shit. I'm sorry. I really sidetracked. I'd say I didn't really like it though because like it was just like so many dumb meetings and they were just like boring. Like it wasn't always boring, it was sometimes pretty fun, but we had to do a lot of like kind of dumb stuff. And as a kid, it's like you already have schoolwork, so nobody wants to come to this and then do other work. You know what I mean? So I didn't move on. Like when you're like my parents kind of made me do the Cub Scouts. I wouldn't say like they made me. Like I probably could have gotten out of it if I really wanted to, but I had some buddies in it and stuff, so I stayed with it. But once you turn 18, or maybe not once you're 18, but once you get to a certain point where you do enough stuff as a Cub Scout, you can become a Boy Scout, and then you actually like have like kind of like obligations and stuff that you have to do, and like some responsibilities that you have to actually hold up to, and you'll do like volunteer work and stuff like that. And the main reason for it is it just looks really good on like resumes and stuff like that. Like it just like helps you get better jobs or whatnot. But I mean that's probably debatable too. But yeah, so I did that as a kid, and I remember so that J Hobo guy, it was actually the Cub like the pack leader, like our the guy that led all the events or led all the meetings and stuff like that. And so one night after our little Cub Scout meeting thing, Jacob was like, dude, we got the new Halo, you gotta come upstairs and check this shit out. And I think I maybe played Halo 1 like once or twice at this point, but I don't remember like being fully aware. Like I remember being like, oh shit, that sounds really cool, but I like wasn't like or actually, you know what, I take that back. I definitely played Halo 1 a bit before that. I don't know, this is when I was really young. This is when I was like 8 or so it's a little fuzzy. But okay, another like kind of quick little side story. I remember actually when I was like probably a year or so before this, I remember going over to my house from their house because we lived in the same neighborhood, and because their parents wouldn't let me play the first Halo until like my parents said it was okay because I was like 6 or 7 or something like that. So I like literally like walked all the way to my parents' house, and then I like my mom was like literally outside just doing work, and I was like, Mom, can I go play this like Halo game? Like they want to make sure it's okay with you. And then she was like, yeah, what is it? And I was like, I don't know. You just like shoot aliens. And then she's like, sure, it sounds, And she like when I said the alien part, she liked that. Like my mom doesn't like shooter games like Call of Duty where it's other
kill
people.
people.
Yeah. She always my mom falls for a lot of dumb stigmatized cliches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like she once I said the shooting aliens thing, she was like, whatever. She probably thought of like Space Invader. That's probably what she was thinking of. But yeah, so I played Halo 1 a little bit, but I don't remember being like super like into it at this point. So I remember just going upstairs after the Cub Scout meeting and being pretty excited to see the new one. And then I remember when I first saw it, I was like, dude, this is nuts. Like these graphics are insane. Like it was crazy. It was probably like 2004 or so. So I was fucking, and Halo 2 was one of my favorites even to this day. I love the campaign and everything. So it I don't know, it blew my mind when I first started playing it. So that's like really what got me into Halo. It was a whole just kind of like, I feel like set of events that kind of led to it. But the game, it's great. It holds up for sure.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. Did you play much of the Halos or anything?
No, just like a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you ever play like the
really
campaigns at all or anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, all the time I was like used to play the game was like actually the CS:GO or Counter 1.6
Yeah.
or just World of Warcraft.
Yeah. No, that's
So
fair.
like I think like here it is also same, bro. Like explaining one thing is like if you come to the South Korea, if you go to like internet cafe, you're gonna see a bunch of people, like all people is
All
just
their
playing
screens are gonna look pretty much the same.
Valorant or League of Legends.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
You're never gonna see a one person like who's playing CS:GO.
Yeah,
If there's one guy playing out there, that's a foreign person, not Korean.
for sure. Got you.
Really, they
Um,
just play League of Legends or Valorant. That's
yeah,
all.
I got you. Yeah, I feel that. I see. I did kind of tell you last night how I got into CS:GO. Because I wouldn't say like when I was a kid, I didn't know many people that played it. Honestly, I didn't really know many people that played it. It wasn't that big of a game. Like I like I said last night, I like so my sister got that computer that I was telling you about. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It lasted us a couple of years, but it was the slowest computer I've ever used in my life. Like everything would take so long to load, and just it was absolute dog shit. And so once she got that boyfriend in high school when she was about 15, he was just a complete like tech whiz. He bought and fixed up watches and resold them, and he would make pretty good money doing it because he like was just like good at doing it. He could pretty much fix like any watch up and just have it like just back to normal. And his parents, or not both of his parents were divorced, but his dad was very wealthy, and it seemed like his dad definitely took good care. Not not like. He definitely gave him some of his wealth. You know what I mean? Because the guy would definitely buy a lot of nice shit, and he bought a lot of nice shit for my sister. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, he built a whole computer, pretty much just for me. I mean, it was also for my sister, but my sister didn't really use or play games on the computer that much at that point. So it was mainly for me. And he said, I'm gonna build this for you so that we can play CS together. Because I don't know, he had a couple buddies that played CS, but he wanted me to start playing with him. I don't really know why, to be honest. We were cool, like we were pretty chill. So I don't know. He just wanted to. So I was like, cool, yeah, no, I'm down. Like I'll take the fucking computer, dude, of course. And so he built the thing for me, and he installed CS Source and everything. Actually, no, dude, he also gave me he made a whole new account and bought me CS and everything already. He bought it all for me, And so we started playing for a while, but honestly, like, I got really into the game. Like, I got so into the game, and after like 6 months or so, he like started like fading out of it. You know what I mean? So then I was just like playing this game all like every day, and he was like never getting on, and I was like, well, shit. Now I'm like, now I don't have anyone to play with. But CS Source was great for that because like the custom games were so like in depth, especially for CS. They didn't really do anything like that with 1.6. I want to say, whereas like there's so many different custom apps and shit. So so the custom matchmaking got like really big, and there was just so many like jailbreak servers, Scouts Knife servers, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just weird shit. But tons of people played them, like tons of people, and they were all pretty chill. Like I don't know. I didn't use a mic when I was like really young because that didn't usually go too well. Get called baby, shit. Like, especially, well, I don't know. I played Jailbreak a lot. Did you ever by chance play Jailbreak or anything in CS?
No, I don't think so.
So it's basically just the CTs are the they're the prison guards, and then there's one warden, and the warden tells the Ts what to do. The Ts start out in the jail cells, whatever. And you can either rebel, you can listen, you can do whatever you want. The Ts don't start out with weapons, and the CTs all get weapons.
Bro, you like like you said, but you play Stars also like 1.6.
I didn't play 1.6. No.
1.6 really?
I wish.
Bro,
yeah.
If you was playing 1.6, I think you're gonna remember really good maps. Like,
dude, if I played 1.6 before Source, I 100% would have probably went into CS:GO right when it came out too. I bet you money. Because the reason I didn't is because I just was so in love with Source's custom matchmaking, just the random weird max. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I at that time I didn't take CS as a competitive game really. I did in Scouts Knives. Scouts Knives is the only thing I was competitive in because it's literally like, just Scouts Knives, so it's like it's fast, you got to be quick with your snipes, shit like that. But yeah, I just didn't take it as a competitive game. I took CS as just a fun, like it was just literally like the most fun for me to just go on to CS servers and just fuck around, talk with random people, maybe troll a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't want to get into CS:GO because it was just so sweaty. I wasn't that kind of gamer back then. You know what I mean? I wish I was. I really wish I was. I wish I got into CS:GO right as it came out, bro. Because I started playing it. I remember people talking about it. I remember everyone talking about it. I tried it a couple times, and I was like, dude, I just want to go have fun. I just want to be my little casual gamer self.
Yeah,
but
I also want to play before like so early CS:GO, but I did play CS:GO like 2016.
Yeah.
From
that's still pretty early. That's still pretty. I mean, that's when it went free to play, right? No. Yeah. No. Has it been that long? It hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah, I think like long. No, I don't know. I feel like don't even remember.
I'm honestly not 100% sure, but
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I ended up getting into CS:GO. So glassy with the hydrate. Thank you.
Wow, bro, we've been like podcasting, doing podcasts for like 1 hour 30.
Yeah, dude. No, we're kind of.
I told you, bro. You gotta talk about. You gotta fucking forget the time.
No, we're chilling. I mean, it's not like we're in a rush. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say.
Guys, if you guys also want to ask some questions out there, just like ask it really.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Bam? Yeah, we're at a pretty good point. If anyone has any questions or comments or anything. But yeah, about CS. I got into CS:GO a little over a year ago, probably, because I'd say Willie Nat, Washingtonian. I'm gonna shout out all the homies. All those boys. I started playing games with all those guys like a year or two after high school, probably 2 years after high school or so. Golf polo, hey, yo, we looking proper out here, bro. But yeah, I started playing games with all those guys. Actually, well, I've known Washingtonian actually through golf. That's very good timing. Tug's screen's black. What?
Yeah, I got it.
You good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Cool. I didn't know. my screen was black.
I mean, no, I mean the voice is really the only important thing here. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I actually met.
You guys don't need to see our faces. Don't see my ugly face, please.
I met Washingtonian through golf in high school. We both played high school golf, and so that's how we started talking. And he was in that friend group through high school, and I knew like a few people in that friend group. I knew Nate actually, Willie Nat, since like elementary school, but not like well. Just kind of knew of him. You know what I mean? And I knew like just kind of those guys in like somewhat of a sense, but not that close, nothing. But after like a couple years after high school or something, I think I started playing. How did it come about, man? I don't even know how it really started, but I want to say it was probably also I don't know if you've ever seen him, but a guy named Mr. Blue Moon in Twitch. Hey, what's up, Asflash? Yeah, Mr. Blue Moon. He's probably the guy I was closest with, and like for the longest with. I played baseball with them probably when I was about 14 or 15, starting around there, and I played with him for a while, and we talked a bit when we played baseball. We were pretty good friends. Our dads liked each other too. They both talked always, like at practices and shit. But I think I probably got into that group through him and just like playing games with him. But yeah, we just all kind of started playing Rocket League, and then they played CS:GO, and I never got into it, but I just started kind of, I don't know. I just one day basically was like, you know what, fuck it. I want to try it. I want to get into it. You know what I mean? Because for a while, actually, I remember like them saying they're going to go play CSGO, and they would always just drop the invitation, even though they knew I didn't play it. And I would always be like, nah, I don't know, dude. It's not my game. And then at one point, I was like, you know what, no, dude. I need to frag out with the homies. Hold up.
Hold on.
So yeah, I just gave it a chance, and I got very into it. That's for sure. So I regret not getting into it sooner.
That's fine.
It's just CS:GO particularly, man. Like the game itself, the fundamentals of the game itself, and everything, and just the physics and everything are just so perfect to me. Like honestly, I'm not kidding. Like I don't. Like, there's really not much I would change with the game, like, when we're talking about the base game. And it's, kind of sad to see, the community nowadays, because, like, I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's not terrible in my opinion, but it's just, like, for someone in my shoes who's just now getting into it, it's pretty rough, you know what I mean? It's, like, every other game, they don't make shooters like they used to, that's for sure. That's also 100% true, They're way more focused now on, skins and cosmetics and stuff like that, and other stuff in the maps and graphics and all that, and they put so much time and money into other stuff. I feel like CS:GO, when it first came out, it didn't even have cases, did it?
Nah, it didn't have like so much cases up there, I think.
I'm not sure if it had cases at all when it first came out, but either way, you can tell that CS always put the work into their engine and into their game, and then focused on cosmetics and skins and stuff like that later, when it's less important, when they realize that their game is good. But yeah, now it's I don't know. Yeah, it's just I mean, it's kind of something that's inevitable with games. It's like if CS:GO didn't go free to play, it probably wouldn't be as big as it is now. Like I mean, it definitely wouldn't be. It would still probably be decently big, but it definitely wouldn't be as big as it is. Now I played CS since 1.5. Cases weren't a thing. Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. So that just kind of shows that CS didn't. I mean, was there any skins? Like, was there any skins at all when the game first came out, like CS:GO or any of those Counter Strikes or anything? Because even if there was, there probably wasn't much, and it just shows that they really put their work into their craft, into their game. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it shows with the game itself. Yeah, I didn't think so. And I don't know. I mean, it's I completely get it. Cosmetics can make games more popular. They can make games better or just more immersion, or like make the immersion better for people. But it's just that games really need to make sure that their games are good before they focus on that shit. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's sad. It's sad when you see a game that comes out and you're super excited, but you just
Just
tell
think about,
that they spent way too much time and money on the wrong shit. You know. But
That's right.
yeah, I don't know. That's
Like dope.
yeah. I don't know.
I still like don't want to play CS:GO because of the so much cases. Because like Valve is actually not doing it out there. Don't want to fucking play it, but can't
Yeah.
leave the game, bro.
Hmm.
Just like when I'm thinking about it, more like what I need to do, what I need to play like that. Like I can't find really good game so I can enjoy. I tried the Valorant, but Valorant was like sucked to me really.
Same. I did not like Valorant.
Yeah.
But did you ever play like Rainbow Six by chance?
No.
Okay.
Never.
Rainbow Six is a pretty good. Well, maybe not because Rainbow Six is like a lot more bare bones and a lot more subtle with their operators and with their like their buffs or whatever their special abilities or whatever they have. Because I tried Rainbow Six and I did actually really like Rainbow Six. It to me it was a great game. It seems great. Like the overall just fundamentals and just like the overall game itself seems great. It seems really nice. It performs well, but it's just fucking hard, which is the main reason I never really got into it. Like, it's hard. It's such a hard game. It's a lot more like it's basically CS:GO, but really close quarters. Like everything is almost all close quarters, and obviously you can like blow through fucking walls and shit like that. You know what I mean? COD is another good example. Old school COD, like the United Offensive Expansion, were top notch shooters. Now they're all just about the flashiness. 100%. 100%. And I feel like we started to see that switch, towards like the end of like the Modern Warfare series and kind of the start with Black Ops. And I don't know. Black Ops wasn't that bad. Like Black Ops 1 wasn't that bad with it. But I personally just didn't really like Black Ops 1. I don't know why. I wanted to. I pre-ordered it. I went to the midnight like release and everything. I was super hyped for it, but for some reason it just didn't quite hit with me. I just loved Modern Warfare 2, and going from Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 1 just felt really weird for me. Just felt way too different. I don't know. What about you? Did you like Call of Duty, Tug? Did you ever play Call?
I used to like play Call of Duty, but like just like story mode, single player, bro. Not like then like.
You never grind like multiplayer at all?
Yeah, not at all. I
Damn.
just used to play like story mode, bro. Like
That's dope.
'cause,
I
like,
mean,
Call of Duty story mode is really good.
Call of Duty story modes are really good, honestly. That's always been my favorite part, for sure. I mean, zombies also is probably right there with
I
it.
never played with zombies, also, bro.
Really, bro?
I used to play Call of Duty World at War, Modern Warfare.
Okay,
and
okay. So you never played Call of Duty with zombies then? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh wait, World at War did have zombies, didn't it? I don't know.
Like before this one.
No, Call of Duty World at War. Pretty sure it had zombies.
He's
But
pretty sure it's half zombies, but
Yeah.
I played bro, like like the before one, like I think like the old version, like Call of Duty like World at War 1, I think so.
that was the first game with zombies. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense because the first time you see it, it's probably not that big, so you wouldn't be that inclined to get into it. But yeah, I don't know. Zombies was like huge around me and like around my friends and around my like just schools, in general. Like a lot of people play zombies around here. Even the campaigns are starting to fall flat in comparison to the old days. And yes, World at War was the first. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't played like any of the recent COD campaigns, so I couldn't really say. But I mean, I could have kind of. I don't know. I definitely. It's not like I lost hope with them or anything. It's just I don't know. I just got the main reason I stopped playing Call of Duty is I got into the story modes a lot, but then from the story modes I got really into multiplayer. I grinded it a lot. You know what I mean? And once they started just messing with the multiplayer too much is just when I was just kind of done with it. And it wasn't even just that. I got very sick of the multiplayer playlists in Call of Duty. Like, just like, team deathmatch and domination and stuff like that, those aren't for me. Like, those just are not for me. I get so bored of them so fast. Like, it's just the same thing, just over and over and over again. You're just fucking spawning in one spot, running running one direction and killing one person, maybe two, maybe three, and then dying. You know what I mean? It's the same thing over and over and over again, man. I can't. After like a few years, it just got so old to me so fast. So that's when I really, because the one thing that I did really like was search and destroy. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't I just play like, CS:GO or Rainbow Six or these games that are literally designed for search and destroy and to be competitive, Which also kind of leads me, actually, I kind of forgot an FPS shooter that was a big part of my life. It was a game you probably won't know, and most people here probably won't know, but it's called Combat Arms. Combat Arms.
Combat Arms?
Yeah,
wait, I didn't know that.
By Nexon, Nexon. That was an FPS game I played a lot, and the main reason I got into that was because it was by the same people as MapleStory. So I just pretty much any games by Nixon I've probably tried. I never tried like Mabinogi, but I've tried most of their free games. And Combat Arms we actually really liked. Like me and my couple buddies that played MapleStory a lot with me. So we got really into that for a while, and it's not a good performing shooter necessarily.
I think I saw this game really.
Yeah, like when it comes to like reality or physics or fundamentals, it's not a great shooter or nothing, but it is a very fun game. It's a very fun FPS game. It's just a very like, I don't know, like they had a really cool game mode that I loved. It was my ultimate favorite. It was called Spy Hunt, and basically it's just there's a spy and then there's a bunch of, or no, sorry, I'm sorry. There's just like everyone just spawns. It's free for all, right? But there's these intel on the ground, and once you pick up an intel, you become a spy. And then there's 5 intel overall, and every intel you pick up gives you like a little bit of shield or boost, or not boost, fucking like health or something. And if you get all 5 of the intels, you become the super spy, and then it becomes you versus the whole lobby. So everyone's just fighting free for all, just trying to get these 5 intel. And then once you get the 5 intel, you become the super spy, and then you get extra health, and you get a minigun, you get a flamethrower, and you get a rocket launcher. And then it's just 1v the whole lobby. And then but the thing is that the super spy also has like a mission that he has to do. Like there's a little like uploader in every map. And he has to go to that uploader and sit there and upload for like 15 seconds or something like that. So everyone just pretty much camps that, just watches that. And then he just the super spy will generally just go around picking off people one by one until there's a couple people left. And then, maybe some mind games because, those people are just going to be camping that thing still. So you got to like peek them, maybe push them and then fake. And then, you know what I mean? It was such a good game. Like there's so much to it. And it was such a like... I've just never seen any other game do anything like that, and it worked so well. Like everyone loved it that played that game. So that got me like really into that game specifically. Like Spy Hunt got me really into Combat Arms specifically. So I played that for a long time, and it was a fun game, man. That was a fun period of my life. I loved that game, honestly, even though it wasn't a great shooter or anything by any means.
Like as Fly 0724, sorry bro, like I didn't like when you followed and said hi, I didn't respond to them. Sorry man. It's like when the person is actually talking out there, you just like can't like say something another thing like this really disrespectful. So sorry brother.
Yeah, boys, it's a little bit different today. We're like, if anyone has any questions or comments or anything, feel free. Definitely tell us. Throw it in the chat. We want to hear from you guys. But we're just.
No, I feel like we were actually going to play games together. I think so.
Yeah, we're probably gonna play some Project Winter after this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually bought it. Yes.
Yeah. But we just, I don't know. I have really bad ADHD, so I'm just trying not to like focus too much, on like other subjects or anything, that the chat might be throwing out or anything, because I already got like sidetracked a couple times through this. So, just for my sake.
That's right. I wasn't expecting like anything. As bro, like your friends actually followed me, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Tyler, as Flash.
Oh, we got a question. Did either of y'all get into the battle royale scene? That's a good question.
Battle Royale scene.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start because I fucking love battle royales. I don't give a fuck. Battle royales get so much shit, so much bad to it. Like I don't give a shit. Dude, battle royales are so much fun. I don't know. I'll definitely say I got into battle royales through Fortnite, like most people. I didn't even play PUBG or DayZ or anything like that, which I regret. I wish I did. But I got into Fortnite, and I don't know, man. Like battle royales are just like so immersive, because it's like it's just you with like 100 people. Download Warzone. I should probably. But I don't know. It's just you and a shit ton of other people, and you're just I love honestly like solo battle royales. Like I love playing with other people too in battle royales, but just like solo queue and battle royales are so much fun because it just feels like you're just like. You're by yourself. You know what I mean? You're just on your own. Just you gotta fucking tear through a bunch of people to get to the end. But I don't know. Personally, like I also just loved like just hot dropping, battle royales. Like just going to the hottest drops, just fucking fragging out for 30 seconds and then going right back in once I die. It's great.
I feel like Battle Royales for me like will be like really fast. Is like Warzone. I used to like play Valorant in Warzone, like, but these days playing CS:GO like way much like a lot. But like, I think, bro, Tyler, you should download the Warzone. You should try it.
I should. I agree. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't honestly yet, but I don't know. I think the main thing was the 100 gigs, but it's still, I mean, Fortnite's like 80 gigs or something like that. So
I'll be honest, I'm still like diehard the PUBG fan. Yeah, PUBG, bro.
PUBG, I always wanted to play PUBG. I just like, I honestly like, I heard about it late, and I just didn't want to spend like $30 on it because I was worried it would um, just like kind of I was worried it was gonna die at like a week after I got it or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would definitely watch you play Warzone for sure, for sure. I'll definitely probably get it at some point.
I
Try
can
it
play in a
out.
US server. I think like I can will get around like 100 or like 110, 20 ping. Last time I did
That's
play
not
it
too
on like
bad.
yeah, that's not too bad
Yeah.
really.
No. Excuse me. Oh.
Alright, so I think like days here. I think so. Dude, we've been talking for nearly 2 hours, bro.
Hell yeah. That does bring me to another question.
Alright, that's a question. I'm down to.
Ever thought about getting into Tarkov, man? Another game I wish I got into.
Yeah,
The
dude.
thing about Tarkov is that I haven't been ready to. Since I've been into Rocket League and CS:GO this last like year or two, or well, Rocket League and CS:GO together this last like year or two, and then Rocket League this last like 5 or 6 years, and Fortnite before that. I've always been playing like 2 games like consistently, like grinding 2 games, and I just don't see how I could fit a third one on there. You know what I mean? I don't see how I could fit Tarkov with that, dude. Like Tarkov just seems like so much of a grind, so that's kind of the main reason. But I've always wanted to. I've really always wanted to. I definitely kind of regret never getting it. Tarkov is in a bad state at the moment, for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was sounding like recently, but I got hope for it. It's a great game. I
I
mean,
think, like,
even just from watching it, I can tell
Daisy,
you, I can tell it's a great game. I mean, it like especially just the idea, just the concept and everything. What the fuck, Isaac? Just gifted me 3 subs, bro. Thank you so much. Shit, I don't have
think, like,
alerts
bro,
on. I forgot to add my
Congrats,
alerts,
bro.
bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, let me
Lots
just throw
of
that on real
playing
quick.
it.
I can
I
do that
feel
real
like
quick.
like Daisy and also Charco like used to play with like friends. I think so because you're gonna like talk with the friends.
Yup.
Without the
Pog,
friends, I
dude.
think
Thank you
that would be
so
like
much, bro.
far.
Jesus Christ. The wipes are incredibly frustrating, man. Yeah, I bet, dude. I definitely could understand that. Don't worry, Isaac. I'm gonna replay.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna replay that. Hold up. But yeah, Tugu, do you have any do you have any games that you are looking forward to coming out or anything, or like games that you're anticipating playing?
I just want to see CS:GO become better again. That's all, bro.
Yeah, that's fair, man. That's very fair. Looking fancy,
try to,
bro.
like-
You know we're dressing proper tonight, bro. You know.
Like, that was crazy, bro.
Isaac, thank you so much for the subs, bro. Goddamn, I appreciate it, man.
God damn, bro.
All right, but yeah, sorry. So you have your faith in CS:GO. You just really
Yeah,
just
I just
keep
want to like
grinding
CS:GO
it.
very much become better again. There's
Yo.
like no cheaters again, please.
For
like
sure,
that.
for sure, man. Gotta keep that faith. I
Yeah.
definitely could say I wish for the same. You know, since I don't have over even like 1K hours, I'm probably like 900 hours into CS:GO or something like that.
Yeah.
I definitely would say that I wouldn't mind, just a new game. Or, they've been talking about, Source 2. If they came out with Source 2, I'm in. I'm fucking grinding CS, dude. Like, just like something new though. I don't know. I mean, if they did figure out like how to fix the issue with CS, I'd be back in for sure too. That would bring me right back for sure. And I'm still playing CS, boys. Don't think I'm not gonna play CS:GO anymore. I'm still 100% going to. It's just that I don't take it seriously anymore. I just don't. I still sweat. I still try. I still try when I play CS:GO. But I don't, I don't grind I don't grind face it or anything like that. I'll just play, just randomly here and there when I feel like it,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I want to play the Miles Morales game when it comes out. What is that?
What is that?
Miles
Game when it
Morales.
comes to.
I'm really looking forward to Cyberpunk just
Well,
because of
makes
how
Half-Life
hyped it's
3
been
look
getting.
Like, for-
Ooh, I'm
More.
sorry, but until Valve makes Half-Life 3 and Left 4 Dead 3, I'm salty about those bastards. That's very fair, man. I am honestly really glad you bring that up because Orange Box, man. Orange Box was a huge part of my childhood. That's also how I learned about Counter-Strike. I didn't get into it from it, but that's how I learned about Counter-Strike. When I was probably Spider-Man game, yep, I've been hearing a lot about that. But when I was probably like 7 or 8, about that age, I don't know, I had a buddy who had an Xbox original with the orange box. And I remember, isn't Alex technically Half-Life 3? I don't think so. But I got into the orange box a lot as a kid. Me and my buddy would play Half-Life. We played, Half-Life 1 and 2. We played Portal as well. And yeah, we played those a lot. No, I have Alex. It's a prequel. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a prequel to Half-Life 2. It's a great game, but they still need to come out with Half-Life 3 for sure. The story is so good, dude. Like, the story is so fucking good. But yeah, I fucked with those games so hard as a kid. I love just the whole, like, I don't know, just the mood of those games, It's like, they really capture that it's, the world is fucked and everything's trashed and, like, it's, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, even when the graphics aren't there, the reality is still there because of just like, I don't know how well they pull it off. I don't know.
the game being so realistic is really good.
Yeah, it's realistic in a
like
non-graphical
fantastic,
way, and it's rare that you see games pull something like that off, So I love them just because they're so much different, than anything else, and just like, I don't know, I thought they just did everything so well. Like, I don't know. I mean, Valve just needs to crank out sequels. Valve just needs to do shit, you guys. Like, Valve has just been sleeping this last, 6-8 years, bro. Yeah, like, a fat minute, bro. They just been dealing with CS:GO bullshit, honestly. Portal 3, yep, just cases and stupid shit. They need to get back on the games, bro. Because Valve
just like running out of the idea, like putting people like use new skin on like in workshop, and like when they got a lot of vote, like putting on new case.
Yeah.
That's the update.
Yeah. Dude, but I think we can all agree that Valve from 2000 to 2010, you guys, it was just fucking so good. so fucking good. They gave us so many good games, you guys. Like, it was nuts. They were so good. They were always like my favorite, company when it came to this thing. Problem is, Valve is still one of the most profitable video game companies to date. They don't have to give us these new games 100%. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't have to do anything. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But it's just they gave us so much good shit, and it's like it'd be so sad if they don't continue to work on some of those series,
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. Steam just needs to die. Then Valve will need to make games. That's not that's kind of a good point. You're not wrong.
No, I'm just like stick with like everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, for me, like, I don't really know what I have planned for the future when it comes to games. I'm definitely, you guys know, I pretty much play everything. I'm pretty open, I have a pretty open mind when it comes to games, especially. So I'm probably just be playing, every new game coming out this next couple of years, and just trying to find a game that I can grind again, honestly. Because Rocket League's still definitely my game that I'm grinding, but it's just, I don't think it's going to go a whole lot further. I'm still trying to hit Grand Champ. I'm going to hit Grand Champ 100%, but I've been waiting my entire life for ending to Half-Life, and I will literally yeet myself off a cliff if they don't finish it. True. What the fuck are they making their money off of? Steam, cases. Yeah, dude, the Steam market takes 8% of all transactions, of all sales. So anytime someone sells a skin on Steam, let's say you can sell skins up, $1,000 to $2,000.
Yeah.
They're taking $80 out of a $1,000 buy for literally nothing. They're nothing. They're just $80 in their pocket for a $1,000 skin. Like, that's nuts. That's a lot of fucking money. There isn't even a competitor Steam, really. No, 100%, dude. No, I mean Origin and Uplay and all that shit. Epic Games, Epic Store is trying. Yeah, Epic Games is gonna be the main competitor. And dude, Epic is trying their fucking dicks off by putting out free games like every fucking day.
Yeah.
Dude, I just fucking downloaded what is it? Watchman? No, what is it? Watch Dogs 2. I just got Watch Dogs 2 for free. Yeah, and that's a $60 game. And I got what was the other one? Shit. There was another expensive game I got. Oh, Remnant from the Ashes. Remnant from the Ashes was free recently. That's a good game too.
Rocket League was also like free.
They literally bought Rocket League and made it free to play. Yup. Fall Guys. Fall Guys is on Epic Store. What? Just picked up Roller Coaster Tycoon, Watch Dogs, and Rocket League for free. Yeah, dude, that's nuts. Spellbreak was actually pretty good too. I was surprised. Yeah, I actually got Spellbreak a long time ago. I just didn't think it was gonna do very well, so I returned it sadly because I wish I did keep it.
They're just like trying to get peoples on the Epic Games.
Yeah, Fall Guys on Steam. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it was on both, but sorry, what'd you say, Tug?
It's just like like the Epic Games like really trying so hard to try to get people on there, like Epic Games.
Yeah.
Like making the game, bro, like making the free on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what my future with games holds, man. I'm definitely just kind of waiting for whatever, Valorant definitely didn't do it for me. I definitely don't think Valorant's going to be a game I'm going to invest time into. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun game. I think it's a game I could play for fun with my buddies. You know what I mean? But it's not a game I'm about to try to get good at. You know what I mean? Epic just needs to add a shopping cart marketplace and match.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's
Same
true.
with Steam, like way much better.
Yeah.
Really good.
Definitely. Well, on that note, anything else from you, Tug?
No, not from me. Anything else from you, bro?
I don't know, man. We've covered a lot today, boys. We've covered a lot. Does anybody in the chat have any questions, any comments, anything while we got the floor? Because we don't get this time, that much, boys. It's been nice talking. Valorant had a lot of potential. The map design is a little That's also what I thought. I thought the map design was very rough. I also just don't. I think Riot in general has a really big issue with podcasts. Hell yeah. I think Riot has a big issue with balancing classes, you know, just keeping balance, because it seems like Riot's always got this, you know, struggle, and they're always behind on keeping everything balanced, and it's always just they're always just changing stuff, and I just, when it comes to competitive games, I hate knowing that everything's in the air. You know what I mean? Like with CS:GO, you know, they've done some pretty weird changes and stuff, but they still like listen to the community. You know what I mean? Like, you know, whenever they've done something dumb, they usually take it out. You know what I mean? They've done some pretty dumb stuff, but they try. You know, they try to just balance it lightly. You know, they do pretty light. I mean, let's not look at like the revolver or anything like that. You know what I mean? But when it comes to you know, just general guns and general, you know, stuff like that, they usually balance it pretty lightly. But games like Valorant and like, you know, League of Legends and TFT and stuff like that, they change stuff drastically, like all the time. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't want to play a game where everything's being changed every week. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too, I don't know. It's just not consistent for me. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. Podcast. Hell yeah, boys. Anything else from anyone? Doug? Chat? No, nothing?
Project Victor, man. I'm really down.
I'm down too.
I want to be a fucking imposter, want to kill you.
I kind of hope I'm not imposter because I'm trash. But alright, boys. Well, even if you do have any questions, I'll just read them when I get back. I'm gonna go ahead. How did y'all meet? Actually, oh, good question. We did actually kind of cover it earlier, but I'll go over it quickly.
Let's say it again.
Basically, Tugu right here. He was in a... Okay, so I used to watch this streamer named Prodigy DDK. And he's basically like a gambler. He does like slots and stuff like that. CSGO kind of gambling stuff, you know. He does some YouTube. And he does some donating to small streamers videos, you know. And in one of his videos, he donated Op Gungnir to my boy Tug right here. I saw him in the video, and he was by far, if you watch the video, actually I should have it, yep, there it is right there, because I pasted it earlier. He's by far the best reaction in the video, 100%, without a doubt. And Prodigy also just started like tweeting out Tugu's stream and stuff like that, and just like shouting him out. So I went over to his stream a couple times, you know, I just kind of shot the shit, just said what's up, and then after that is when I started to get my shit together to stream, like started to kind of get everything together for it. And after I started streaming, I saw he was live one time, and I was like, dude, I gotta raid him. And then after we raided him, you know, just started talking, and we've just been chilling since. We've been homies since, you know. That's pretty much it.
He's like really good guy. He was like really liked about my just one follow, bro. Like I saw him like his streamer, so I did follow him. He was like, "Thank you so much." They started bro like, you know, rain money, man. Here's my bits. Subscribe. Take the fuck you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like after that, we just become like really good friends. Like we're like talking off stream, jumping in, hopping on, you know, over stream, you know, like that. So.
Cool. I was just curious how I was in here earlier. Oh no, you're totally chilling, bro. I wasn't expecting any of you guys to just chill for the whole thing. Honestly, we've been talking for 2 hours now. That's a long time. And just also, since we're kind of ending it here, we should also, I don't know, you guys, you know, obviously nobody really knows anything about this because we pretty much planned this yesterday or, you know, a few days ago, just kind of, you know, just kind of going for it. Podcast is just my kind of temporary name. I don't know. We'll see what we think of, but we're planning. Sorry. No, sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Talk.
We're planning on doing podcasts like hopefully once a week. And we're thinking we'll just kind of bring on like a guest or two every week or something like that. You know, maybe bring on one person 1 week or 2 people 1 week, or, you know, maybe bring on a couple random streamers that don't even know each other. You know, who knows? We're going to keep it interesting. You know, you'll never know who we'll have on the show.
Maybe
but
next week will be Brian on there.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be really cool. Yeah. But yeah, bring Kyle.
Sarah, you know,
I don't know if
I can-
Kyle's down for a
can
podcast,
ask,
but we
like,
can try.
Sarah.
Yeah, maybe Sarah one day. You know, who knows? We'll keep branching out. You know, we'll see who we can get. But yeah, I expect something like this maybe once a week, so we can just kind of touch base and kind of update on everything that's been going on. Y'all been inspiring me to start streaming, by the way. Ordered a camera and all, so thanks for getting my lazy ass moving. Bam,
Man,
hell
if
yeah,
you really
bro.
get the PC and the
Hell
camera, man,
yes.
start streaming. We'll be
Definitely,
there.
man. No, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. I'm glad.
Yeah.